Okay, so helicopter with attention to the balance points. Okay, you're going to roll the towel up. You can even double it up. Okay, put your heels on the towel. Okay, what you're trying to do is push your balance points forward, so chest that way, hips that way, weight more on the toes. Okay, and you do your helicopters from there. But never allowing yourself to slide, hit knees forward and weight onto the heels. Okay. Okay, working the correct left wrist club face positions. Okay, again with the correct balance points. Roll that towel up. Put it under the heels. Right. Point the left wrist where the logo of the glove would be. Obviously, if you... Okay, and you try and keep that facing towards the golf ball throughout the swing. So don't let it turn and face the wall, the sky. If anything, it turns straight down. Obviously, you won't feel it when you get to the top of the swing. It'll point more towards the ceiling. And then at impact, again, it'll point down. It won't quite point towards the target. Okay. So heels on the towel, left wrist, all the way through. Okay, right wrist, movement pattern with correct balance points. Roll up the towel, fold it over, heels on the towel. Okay. Left wrist, left hand you can put on the shoulder, okay, or on the left hip, right? And then basically trying to swing back, kind of feeling nice and wide, but the right palm must feel like it stays pointing at the golf ball. As it folds, the right palm first faces the ground, then back towards where the camera is or where a wall would be behind you, and then eventually to the ceiling. That's what the feel is. All right, back down, facing the ground, facing the ball, and then facing the target. Okay, so not like that. Okay, and that's the movement pattern. Okay, we have the forearm variations. Roll the towel up. Okay, you do one of two ways. All right, either you can hold both ends of the towel, one in each hand, let the towel hang there. Okay, or you can hold it more in your golf grip and let the towel hang towards the ground. Okay, it doesn't matter which one, either one is fine. All right, and your two variations are, so your sort of bunker shot, flop shot. Okay, the forearms are going to rotate open, okay, to open the face. Okay, and rotate inward quite a lot to open the face, and then obviously they would have to rotate a lot to square the face. Now when we're doing a bunker shot, okay, they're not going to rotate that much through the hips, so the club's going to come in quite open and quite shallow. Yeah? Okay, so that's the correct movement on a bunker shot or a flop shot. Okay, but then on a full swing, they want to stay, especially in the first half of the swing, right, as square as possible, as little rotation as possible. They can rotate a little bit as you set the club, but as little as possible. All right, and then on the downswing, they want to rotate square as early as possible. So a little bit of rotation up here is fine. We don't want any rotation down here with the full swing. Okay, so holding the ends. Okay, we do our variations. Okay, so let's do bunker shot or flop shot first. Let's rotate the forearms a lot. Okay, generally speaking, that's going to be quite bad. All right, and then full swing, no rotation of the forearms. Okay, and just do sort of 10 on each and learn to feel the difference. Okay, so we've got our towel, can roll it up. Okay, so it's obviously to sort of protect our forehead from the wall, but it's also that we kind of have to keep a little bit of pressure. So if we sort of back out, particularly on the downswing, okay, then obviously the towel's going to fall, right? So getting your posture, correct distance from the ball, weight on the balls, keep that towel in place. Okay, backswing, can add a little bit of sequencing of the hips if you want to. Okay, but no backing out, the tile's going to fall. Backswing into impact. Okay, and then I actually love this one. You can do it with the towel or without, okay, or a bit of both. Basically, you've got to learn how to turn the right hip, shift a bit of weight, okay, then shift back into the left, unwind the hips, okay, and never leave the wall. So basically, never let the hips get closer to the golf ball than when you started. Okay, so we're not pushing back into the wall, all right? Sit, tilt into your posture, weight forward, and then shuffle your feet until you reach the wall. Good. Okay, so without the towel, you can do it arms hanging, you can do it in helicopter, okay, but basically turn and load. So you see the right bum cheek actually slides slightly towards the target, even though I'm loading this weight. But most important, it doesn't leave the wall, okay? And then as I shift, it slides along the wall. And then as I start to rotate my hips to start the downswing, okay, the bum cheeks roll along the wall. You can see what happens to the knees. They never slide towards the golf ball. Okay, and then we finish that rotation and weight shift. And now the outside of that right hip is touching. Okay, so you never leave that wall, even though you get the weight shift or the load, the weight shift, and the clearance. I guess the follow through as well, but you never leave that wall. Okay, even though it's a slightly different part of your hips that are in contact with the wall at all times, it means you're making a perfect pivot, not changing your balance points, not getting further from the ball or closer to the ball. Okay, so with the towel, arms outstretched, right hand under, left arm over, nice and taut. Okay, in my posture, back up till I feel the wall. Cool. Load, shift, still on the wall. Okay, and then over time you can add a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of tempo